G'day and welcome to my garage. And the spindle starts off life as a rusty old piece of 19mm metal. If I get this. Something went wrong, and what went wrong with that cut at the end there? Piece of steel jammed in underneath the handle. Oh well, never saw that one coming. I'm getting down to the to roughly 16, and then I'll end up having to polish it down to 16. Down to alright, 16.41 and 40. Let's bring it back on the same setting. Still on that, excuse me, still on the spindle. 16.05. Well, that's a lot better finish. Last time I used this lathe, it was 16.06, so 0.1, it's a 4th hour run out. It was right the last time I used it on a length. Yep. One 05 to 15.1. Well, out with these sandpaper strip, emery tape, that's the word I was after. Let's see what we have. 16.01. 16.01. Now the bush was reamed out. 16. Let's see how we go now. Yeah, very close. Alright, we'll see how this fits. A bit more tape work and she'll be right. just polishing up the shaft. Still a bit tight on the end there. That's it. This end's still rough. I need to flip it around, take it out, and cut the 60-degree nose on this. There's a little high spot there, but that doesn't matter. That's going to be inside a ball, a worm gear or something. But I'm pleased with that. Well, it looks like these bushings shrink a little when they're pressed into the housing. The other one was tighter. So I'll just run the reamer through this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, got to get this thing out. I think I'll go and get the chuck off the lathe. That's it. Beautiful fit. Very happy with that. As you can see, I've got the spindle now fitted. Nothing's permanent, it's just sitting there at the moment. But there will be a collar to go on the back. It's got to be a bigger one. Two screws in the back will pull the spindle back through and take out any clearance that's on the inside. But the problem is this spindle will turn, and you can't have the heads of the screws into the aluminium housing, so you need to make a washer that will go over the end of the shaft up against the aluminium housing, and then the collar goes on and the two adjusting screws will go against that washer and not the aluminium housing. So let's just get that out of the way and punch this through to 16. Just got to be careful I don't run into the jaws. burr the other side. Okay, that will fit, it just needs a bit of clean up. Beautiful. Currently I have a collar in the vise, and the collar is to go, can you see that? Yes. Collar is to go on the end of the shaft here. I'm going to make a crush on there to lock on, and that's what I'm doing at the present moment. This drill is the tapping size for an M5. Just hold on a moment. Alright, we're back in business again. I've changed over to a tap. So let's get this tap started. Okay, 58. So we've got 29. Yep, 29. And now to find the centre. I found centre this way. Now I'm going centre height. Come on, there we go. Zero. Now 9 1/4 is the centre, plus half of that is 2. It's 11 1/4. Okay, I can now mount this on the shaft in the dividing head and mark the shaft. Just spotting the shaft. That looks good. Okay, over to the drill press to drill that out to 3mm, only about 3-4 mil. I'll make it 5mm deep, plenty of engagement. This is the back collar, the end that goes on the end of the spindle. So I've made it a split collar. The screw is in, the Allen screw. Now I need to drill 2 holes and thread them, probably M5, maybe M4. I'll make a decision about that in a minute. Drill 2 holes and with 2 set screws, and then those set screws will be used to adjust the end float, or take out the end float. So I go to the drill press and drill and tap some holes in here for some set screws. As you can see, I've drilled this collar out already. Just need to thread this collar. Just a little shot of WD-40 makes a big difference when tapping. And I've noticed, especially on these smaller sizes, 4 and 5. I'll purposely put a little bit of backlash in there, and now we can see how these things work. And the backlash is gone. I might need to double set screw those to try and lock those two set screws together, because they actually don't get tight. Can't be tight, otherwise you'll well, you should lock up. So it makes it more difficult to turn. So it's just light pressure. So I'll get 2 more set screws out, and that's so I can lock the first set screws in place. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the handle. I thought I had finished the handle. I blackened it, put brass knobs on and everything, but a mistake has, or maybe not a mistake. The problem I have, when the spindle hub brake is installed, this handle obviously comes up through the top. That's on the inside, of course. So this handle has to clear one of the spreader legs, and it moves. It's going to be anchored on the opposite side to this back plate, back frame. It will be anchored on there, and to look nice, this should stand perpendicular, but at the present moment it won't, for a couple of possible reasons. This shaft was supposed to be in Gingery's book, and admittedly this is a 25% increase in size over Gingery's, but still, this clamp screw, I was making it the same because it serves the same purpose. That was supposed to be 3/8, and I've 3/8 we'll say 9.5 mil, somewhere around there. I made it 13 mil. I thought it looked good, and yeah, I just thought it looked good. I didn't realise at the time that I was going to have issues. So I'm going to reduce this to 8 mil, which is the size of the bolt itself, the threaded end, the shoulder bolt, that's 8 mil. So I'll reduce the handle to 8mm. That's going to give me what, 5mm, 2.5mm radius clearance, and then I may have to take a little bit out of the file, a groove in one of the that spreader leg, but I don't want to take too much out of there because it is the spreader leg. I don't want to weaken it too much. So I will be able to get that screw to stand up straighter, but I still may not be able to get it perpendicular. But no, it doesn't matter. One of the other things that could have went wrong was I didn't put this hole in the right place. I did do a CAD drawing on this, and I got a feeling I didn't use a CAD drawing when I was doing that hole. We can quickly check that, can't we? I think. It should be here somewhere. Oh, there we go. So it's 9.3, 20mm. So that's 23mm. It's supposed to be 20. So it's already 3mm over to the longer to the right, and looks like I did a 10cm off the end, and it was supposed to be 9.3. So it's about 4mm out. Should have been in further, 4mm. So I will do what I said. I will reduce this to 8mm and just take a gentle, just file out the inside of this spreader leg, being careful of the threaded hole that's in there. Won't take too much out, and if it doesn't sit perpendicular, it doesn't sit perpendicular. Bad luck. Unless it interferes with something else, and then I've got to make it sit perpendicular, but I'll worry about that later. I don't think I'll put the anchor screw in until pretty much the last thing. Okay. To do this, I'm going to make a split journal, split collar, so I can put it in the normal jaws of the chuck. Otherwise I've got to take the chuck off, and it's annoying taking this little 80mm chuck off. It's three nuts on the studs through that flange, and it's crowded in here with my big fingers. Parting off operations are never nice on this mini lathe. So I'm going extra slow